Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a makeup haul for you guys. I went to Morphe and I also went to Sephora and I got some goodies to show you guys, so keep on watching to see what I got. So the first place I stopped was Morphe. Unfortunately for me, it is a 2-hour drive to a Morphe store, but I saw this as an opportunity to go swatch some products in person and see how they look on me. I do not like buying a lot of makeup online unless it's maybe an eyeshadow palette that I know is going to look good. Especially like skin products like blushes, bronzers, highlighters. I like seeing them in person and swatching them on my skin tone. I know you can go and look at videos on YouTube or look at pictures online, but you're truly not going to have what it looks on you without obviously trying it on you. The first item I picked up was a Jeffree Star Skin Frost, and this is in the shade Peach Goddess. So as I was explaining earlier, I don't like buying makeup online because I don't know what color is actually going to look good on me. So I did research before I went to the actual Morphe store to look at these products, and Peach Goddess was not the color that I thought I was going to end up walking out with. I thought I was going to end up with like Sarcophagus or something. But, you know, after swatching them in person, I decided that Peach Goddess was the color that was going to look best on me. So, of course, it comes in that Jeffree Star pink. And it looks like this. Everyone has seen these. Again, I haven't had one because it is a hassle to get to a Morphe store for me. And like I said, ordering online, it's a hit or miss. So this is what it looks like. And it has this nice peachy champagne-y tone to it. It's not too light, not too dark. And it is just that perfect shade for the cheekbones. I'm excited to use this in my routines, and I actually will try this out and let you guys know how it is. But I'm going to swatch it for you guys. It's just that nice peachy tone. I thought it was the most perfect shade for me. All the other shades were either too light, too dark, too shimmery, and I found that Peach Goddess was just honestly the most perfect one for me. So I originally went into the Morphe store wanting to get the Blue Blood palette, but unfortunately my store was sold out. I did get a chance to look at the tester, and it is something I will want to buy, so in that case I will order it online. But I wanted to leave with a Jeffree Star palette, so I looked at all the other ones and I came up with deciding on the Jawbreaker palette. This is a extremely colorful palette, and I don't wear a lot of color. But I'm glad that I have this so that when I want to do bright colors or need a yellow or need a pastel pink or a pastel purple or a blue, this palette is going to have it. And that's why I decided on it. And most of them are matte. I do enjoy my matte eyeshadows with some shimmer on the lid. But this is what the palette looks like. It is just so fun pastel, and I'm just so excited to get to try this and have this in my collection. This is my second Jeffree Star item behind my Blood Sugar palette, which I did order that one online, but I sort of kind of knew that I was going to like it and enjoy it. But I'm excited to have this in my collection and to have some more Jeffree Star products to try them out. And then the final thing I got is not Jeffree Star, but it is a P. Louise makeup base in shade number 2. I have been seeing this online on YouTube, on Instagram, and it has become like the cult favorite eyeshadow base, and I'm excited to try it. I've seen people do amazing cut creases with this. It comes in this little squeezy tube, and I'm just excited to try this and see how long-weared it is actually for my eyeshadow. So that is everything that I picked up at Morphe, and then I went to Sephora. The first thing I picked up was the Anastasia Brow palette. I was very hesitant if I wanted this palette or not. Again, I looked online and I was like, oh, I already have these shades in Anastasia palettes. But after looking at it in store and swatching them, I decided that I really wanted this. Plus, I also sort of kind of collect Anastasia shadows. But it comes in this pink packaging. And what really sold me, I'm a sucker for packaging, was the glittery, pink, shimmery, shiny packaging. I absolutely love this. There is a little bit of glitter fallout when you rub it, but I don't see myself rubbing it too often. So this palette is a little bit bigger than other Anastasia palettes. Instead of 14 eyeshadows, it has 16. There are some glitters in here, some shimmers in here. There's a whole bunch of mattes, a whole bunch of neutrals, which I absolutely love. But you also get the pops of color with the blue, Leo, and the pink, Barb, you know, Reezy. This is bright Barbie pink. But I'm excited to use this. I'm excited to try these pressed glitters like Gemini and Liddy. I'm excited to get my hands on those and try those on the lids. I'm actually not the biggest fan of glitters, but I'm always willing to try new glitters. But I'm excited to give this a try. So the next thing I picked up was another eyeshadow palette, and that is the Natasha Denona Sunrise palette. I'm excited to give this a try. I have the Natasha Denona Biba palette, which is a little bit larger. It is also $129. This is a little bit of a smaller palette from Natasha Denona. It sits in at $65. So it is a little bit more affordable, but you still get to try the Natasha Denona shadows. I've heard that the smaller palettes, like the $65 ones, aren't as good quality as the larger $129 palettes, but I'm excited to give them a try regardless. I mean, it's Natasha Denona. They're probably still great and people are just nitpicky about things. But this is what it looks like. I've taken it out of this packaging, so it has a few smudgies on it. But it is this beautiful coppery red shiny packaging, and the inside looks like this. I'm excited. This yellow really sticks out to me. Citrine. I'm not a yellow eyeshadow wearer, so we'll see my use with that, but I'm loving these shimmery shades like Aster and Poppy and Awakening, Laurel, Agate. I'm just excited to try some of these shimmery shades on my lid, some of these pinky, reddy, very warm tone shadows. So I'm excited to give this a try and see how it works compared to the larger Natasha Denona palettes. I mean, I only have one, and that's the Biba palette, so that's the only thing I'm going to be able to compare it to. But I'm excited to give this a try, and I'm going to go into buying more Natasha Denona palettes one day. But I'm just getting my foot in the door and trying them out. So I picked up the Airbrush Flawless Foundation by Charlotte Tilbury. As you guys know, all Sephoras don't carry all brands, so I did have to travel. Like, I had to travel to the Morphe store to get to a Sephora who sold Charlotte Tilbury. So it was a struggle to get there, but I've been wanting to try this, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do it. But I decided on this foundation, and this is what it looks like. I got the shade 4 Warm. Now, for right now, with it being coming out of winter, it is slightly about half a shade too dark for me, but I do find that it works. But you know, the weather's about to start getting warmer, and this is probably going to be the most perfect match for me. So I did try this out in the store. It is a matte foundation. It is medium to full, more so leaning to the full coverage. I found that when I tried it on, I only needed a small little bit to make it work for my skin because I don't have too many issues. But I'm excited to try this out, and I want to review this for you guys. So the next thing I got was a concealer. I probably only have 2 concealers in my collection that I use, and that's the Tarte Shape Tape and my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. So I decided to pick up the Hourglass Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I've seen a lot of reviews on this, and I decided that I'm going to bite the bullet and buy a new concealer. Concealer is just one thing I don't really buy a lot of. I buy a lot of foundations, but I don't buy a lot of concealer. So I decided we're going to up my concealer game. So this is what it looks like. It just comes in a rectangular tube. Looks like a lip gloss. Frosted glass. I got mine in the shade Cotton. And it is a neutral, warmy, light shade for under my eyes. Again, I don't like anything too light under my eyes. I don't like that extreme highlighting look like other people do. I just like a shade, maybe 2 shades lighter. It just blends, gives that little bit of a highlighting look. I really like the shape of the applicator. It's a little weird. I do like it. It's not a regular doe foot. It has that flat, pointy, like sort of kind of like leaf shape to it. But I tried this out, and it's a more full coverage concealer, but I don't find it's as heavy as my Tarte Shape Tape. But I'm excited to give this a try with some of my foundations I already have, and I will give a review on this as well. The next thing I picked up was a beauty blender. Mine's getting a little bit on the older side, so it's about time to toss it out. I actually have the original pink one, but I found that I don't like the pink one, as I have a lot of dye that comes off of mine no matter how much I wash it. Anything, it's just so much pink comes off, and I actually find that when I do foundation, sometimes the pink comes off. So I decided to pick up the new like color changing one, not just because it's color changing, but just to have one that's not pink. I haven't gotten the black one yet. That's cool, but it is this purpley lilac-y color. When you heat it, like if you were to put hot water on it, I'm gonna just warm it up with my hands. It is supposed to turn like a blue. So you can see it changing a little bit. That's if I was to add hot water to it. It's going to change to that color. But you know, I was just like, I need a new beauty blender. This is the one I picked up, and I love my beauty blenders. So the last thing I got from Sephora was actually one of the birthday gifts. My birthday was in January. You have several different choices you can pick from. I decided on the Brazilian Bum Bum cream and the Coco Cabana cream little duo. These are a little cute. I've been wanting to try these, but I don't want to buy a big lotion or cream. I don't go through a lot of lotions and creams. I don't like feeling greasy and gross, and moisturizers and creams just, they sort of kind of freak me out. But this one wasn't too bad. I actually really love the smell of the Brazilian Bum Bum cream. I've been just obsessing over this when I go to any Sephora near me. But I'm excited. It's a little tiny one. And then it also has the little coconut cream as well. These came in the little set for the birthday. So the last thing I got is not from Morphe. It is not from Sephora. It is from the Chanel counter, and I picked up the Chanel Soleil Tan de Chanel. I have seen people rave about this. I've seen this in the beauty community since I started watching YouTube videos, and I honestly have not tried a lot of cream products. I used to have really oily skin. My skin's now dry, so I thought this was like the perfect opportunity. And you know, I've been really into bronzer. When I was younger, I never used bronzer. I did a complete matte face, nothing, no dimension, no blush, no highlight. But as I'm older and now know more about makeup, I absolutely love bronzer. So I wanted to try a cream bronzer, so I wanted to try the Chanel one. I've heard so much about it. So it just looks like this classic Chanel logo. Has a little cover on it. And it is just this warm, creamy bronzer tone. I'm excited to try this out and use it and see how it works in my skin. I know some people have used this underneath their makeup. Some people use it over the foundation before they set it with powder. So I'm just trying to see how this works for me. It's just nice and creamy, and it's just like the perfect bronzy tone. So I'm excited to give this a try, and this is actually my first Chanel product, so I'm excited to see how some of their makeup is. So that is everything I got in my makeup haul. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the things that I bought. I'm excited to try out these products, and I'm excited to do videos and show you guys the reviews of these new products I got. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, go hit that subscribe button to keep up with my channel. Leave some comments below of your thoughts of the things that I got, thoughts of products I should try, just general ideas for videos. And I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and I will see you guys next time.